Good morning, y'all. Good morning from Central Kentucky. Before I get started, if you could just take 2 seconds, you guys, hit the subscribe button. You don't even got to watch me that much. Just hit the subscribe button. This is something you're going to want to listen to. Although I am doing my makeup, this video is not about makeup. I recently encountered a scam, and my card and my dad's card was almost dumped. And so I want to let you guys know about this scam. That's what I'm on here for. I want you to beware, and pay attention. So, if you watched my last video, you knew that about my 43-inch TV. If you didn't watch it, okay, so I have two Roku TVs. I have a 32-inch and I had a 43-inch. My 32 was in my bedroom, and my 43 was in the living room, of course. Well, the picture went out on my 43, and so my dad last night, God love him, I brought my 32-inch into the living room and set it in front of the 43 so that I could watch TV in the living room, because I stream off Wi-Fi and I watch TV through Hulu. Shout out Hulu, I love you. This ain't nothing bad about you, babe. But so my dad surprised me, and he bought me, and I will show you guys real quick. He bought me a 50-inch, look how big the box is, a 50-inch, and I can't say the word, Hisense Roku TV. Basically the same, but look at the size difference. Yes, I'm watching Dirty Dancing. But there's my 43 on the floor, and there is my 50 on top. So, okay. I get it home, I get it in the door, I unplug my 32-inch, and I take it to the bedroom, replug it back in, power it up, whatnot, and I'm trying to get ready to go somewhere. This is not about makeup, though, you guys, yeah. So anyway, I power it up, and I get this thing on the screen, which is somewhat normal, the setup part of it, talking about, do you want your TV in English? Do you want it in, blah, blah, blah. So I click English, I click United States, I click all that. Well, it comes to the point, and I've done this one part, I've done this one part before where it says, go to this website and enter the code on your TV. So I did it without thinking, like, okay, cool, whatever, I've done this before, this is no big deal. Well, it told me to go to, now remember this, you guys, it told me to go to Roku.com/link, because, you got to link your devices with your Wi-Fi. So all that at that time was making sense. When I entered the code on my TV, it said, code error, please call, and it gave me this 800 number. I still thought nothing about this, you guys, okay? So I called the 800 number, and I get a gentleman, and I could barely understand what he was saying, and so I'm trying to tell him, what the problem is, and he immediately told me what type of TV I had bought, what my email was, and my naive self, I'm trying to keep my language good because it was really bad last night on my Snapchat. He tells me pretty much everything, and so I'm thinking, in my head, like, oh, well, okay, he's got my account pulled up, so cool, and my brother's here with me. He proceeds to tell me that the terms and conditions of Roku have changed, and that I'm going to have to pay an activation fee. And I can either pay, I got three different numbers from three different totals from three different numbers, and I'll just give you all just a couple. So one of them was $79.99 for 5 years, and the other was $100 and something for a lifetime or whatever. And I'm like, first I was like, sir, My 32-inch was playing when I walked in the door. And he starts arguing with me, telling me that was my one free something. And I'm like, no. I just had 2 TVs running off of it before the picture went out. What are you talking? You know, I'm getting mad at this point now. I'm like, what are you talking about, man? And I'm sitting here shouting now because I noticed I just happened. And my brother, bless his heart, pointed it out, and he was like, "Sissy," he calls me Sissy, not Peanut. He said, "Sissy," he says, "look at that." And if I could find a way to upload a picture, if anybody knows how to do just like the thumbnail picture only, I would upload it. But it says at the left bottom corner of my screen, Roku does not charge to activate an account or customer service or any of that. So I'm sitting here telling this guy on the phone this. I'm like, dude, or sir, my TV is telling me that I've got a hair on my face. That there is no charge, that there's no, this, that. And he's like, yes, ma'am, but the terms and conditions have recently changed. Well, then, I'm connected to Wi-Fi, so why isn't my TV popping up and saying that there's been a change or that, So we go back and forth. Well, I end up getting mad, and they called me so I asked to speak to someone. I said, can I please speak? I said, where are you located? Man, we can't share that information with you. What? Because anytime I've ever talked to any other customer service on the phone, they'll ask me how the weather is where I'm at, and we'll go back and forth, and no biggie, So that was red flag right there. He wouldn't tell me where he was located. Like an idiot, I gave him my password to my Roku account, so I'm now ordering a new debit card and all that kind of stuff. But so wouldn't tell me where it's at. Then they start. So I said, "Can I speak to someone? I can't understand you. I need someone who speaks a little bit better English, please. I can't understand you." And he says, "Yeah, you'll get a call back in 15 minutes." Wasn't even 15 seconds. The guy calls back, and they start calling from Los Angeles, Wisconsin, Michigan, like beep, beep, beep. I mean, beeping in. And so the guy proceeds to tell me, on the phone, he's like saying the same stuff. While by this time I'm mad, and my brother's like, "Sissy, stop." So I want to show you guys a little something on here. When I started doing some research, Roku does not charge an activation fee or charge for support. There is never, in big letters, a charge to create a Roku account. Also, our Roku customer support agents will never ask for access to your computer. And then this one down here, let me scroll down a little bit. Ask for passwords for your computer or for your Roku account. Advise you to purchase any sort of antivirus software. And you can research on Google yourself, Roku scams, and it goes on and on and on. And I had already done a couple of these things. So I go straight into Roku.com. I get my little, book out with the TV, and I go straight to Roku.com. And it pops up, "Hi, Peanut." And I'm like, what? And honey, I went down through them steps. I changed my password. I, canceled out my debit card. And like you see, voila. My TV clicked right on. Loaded everything from my old account. Like I had purchased screensavers and all that's on there. Bless your heart if they have scammed you, because they were this close to getting my dad's bank information, because I didn't have the $80 or whatever total they was asking me for at that particular phone call, whichever call I was on. I didn't have the money to do that. So Yeah, bless your heart if you've been scammed, number one. Number two, please be aware of this, okay? Again, Roku does not now Hulu, I stream through Hulu and I pay a Hulu bill every month, which is paid through my Roku account. Okay, but Roku itself does not charge. So please, please, please don't let them scam you. I was so mad I woke up mad, you guys. I had to take an extra blood pressure pill. That's how upset this got me. I cannot believe that the scamming and the hacking is at an all-time high in the world right now. Like, it baffles me. I was going to get on here and talk about my health issues on my next video, but this happened, and I'm swollen this morning, you guys. This has baffled me, like, I don't know what to say. So, if you've been scammed, you can go into Roku, and it will give you the steps to go about recovering your stuff and recovering your money losses off your card. There is stuff on the site. If you go into Roku scam on Google, and it will tell you how to recover everything. But bless your heart, from the bottom of my heart, if you have been scammed. The guy wouldn't tell me where he was at. They were calling multiple numbers. And when I called the numbers back that had called me, they all of a sudden were out of service for incoming phone calls. And number two, when I spoke to one guy, he says, "Can you give me the number that the other guy called you from?" And me not thinking at the time, because it still hadn't clicked in my brain what was going on. I gave him the other Los Angeles number that had called me. So what he done is he went in there and, took that number out as well. But I've got about 3 more numbers for him. And I guess, I don't know who I should call tomorrow about that. Maybe Better Business Bureau or something. But what bothers me is how many people like me have got a new TV or had their Roku switched off or whatever and really fell for this scam because, and then when you call the numbers back, they don't say, "Hi, Roku, can I help you?" "Hello, can I help you?" And, you're like, "Is this Roku?" And they're like, "How can I help you?" So, yeah. I mean, and they switched. By the end of the first conversation, he had hit a button, honey, and switched my 32-inch off that, yeah, very, very scary. Very scary. Because my 32-inch wasn't even involved in the altercation. I mean, so I went in, changed all my passwords, canceled my debits, I'm just torn to pieces about it. But you guys, please, please, please be aware. Don't let these people take your money. Don't give them your password. They should never, ever on the phone ask for access to your computer. No, nothing. Don't be a victim. And that's all I got to say today. That's Peanut's personal perspective, professional, whatever you want to call it. I'm preaching it this morning. Whatever. You guys, please, if you could, hit the subscribe button. You don't even have to watch me that much. Just hit the subscribe button and like the video, share the video, get the word out about the Roku scam, you guys. Please. I mean, this is not a joke. This is not a drill. This is... Be blessed. Have an excellent Sunday. It's January 26, 2020. We're almost into the second month of 2020. And we're already getting scammed, you guys. And some people might have known about this because this article right here was published at the end of December of 19. So I'm probably not the first one bringing it to you, but I'm bringing it to you. And anytime I get any info, whether I sit on here and do my hair and makeup or whatever, or yell at the dogs, God forbid, like in the last video, any type of news I get like that, I'm going to bring it to you. So, yeah. Blessings, love, peace, love, happiness. You know I'm going to say it if you watch me. Sex, drugs, rock and roll. It's whatever you want. I don't care. We'll talk about it. Tell me in the comments. Love you guys. We are going to talk health issues. Maybe tomorrow. I have a lot of doctor's appointments coming up this week. And when I learn how to upload thumbnails and stuff, I'm going to show you guys some, like, I'm swollen. I'm going to show you guys how to, or some, like, before and after stuff with me with my health. And we're going to go deep into that. I'm also working on my first book. I think I'm going to call it Soulless. That grabs you want to know why, right? Because I'm a believer. I believe in the Lord. And I know I carry on like I do, but I do believe in the Lord. But I'm going to call it Soulless, I believe. And so, yeah, we're going to be watching out for that too. But until then, love you guys. And subscribe, please. Love you guys. See you again.